shoot, I said as you claim it. Instant Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalker, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy the King. On this powerful Wednesday, one day and a wake up. All we have for the Xbox Developer Direct. I have what I think that extra title will be. I'll talk about that at the end of this video. We're going to get into that. There's two possibilities. There's two titles that I believe will show up, will show out, and will show off. And you guys are not ready for what I believe will be at the end of this show. Well, not like Xbox needs one more thing, but hey, for the argument's sake, for joke's sake, I got you. If it's your first time finding the channel, you find your new best friend. If you love Xbox, if you love video games, well, this is the channel to be. Xbox Frontline News. I drop videos daily, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your boy is here. We're here. The chat is here. This video goes up early for members. So if you're a member of the channel, well, hey, the King looked out. You guys get this video early. Let's get into these topics because today is about saving money, getting ready for tomorrow so we can have a great time. I absolutely hate articles like this. The Xbox Developer Direct's One More Thing matters more than ever in 2026. This is when whoever's crafting the article wants to interject their biases that they have against Xbox into the article. Now, this is brought to you by Thomas Franzese of, what is this, GameSpot, GameSpot. And they're going to tell you that Xbox is in a period of uncertainty. Like, so when you read the rest of it, it says, in a period of uncertainty, Xbox needs an exciting surprise announcement during its next Developer Direct showcase. Doesn't need an exciting game drop. So what they will always want to do is attach a failure to the article in order to breed a certain kind of contempt against the direct and introduce some type of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt into whatever the direct is going to be tomorrow. Because we have one day and a wake up, right? So you just got to wake up tomorrow and we're going to get to the direct. So, you know, we got Forza Horizon 6 that we know of. We got Beast of Incarnation, and we have Fable, which on all surface points is a fantastic show. If it's just those three games, regardless to what, Xbox has set the tone for the year with other companies not showing a damn thing. Xbox is executing the plan according to plan. But of course, they go most famously, Hi-Fi Rush was shadow dropped during the first Developer Direct, making for one of the most exhilarating moments of console generation for Xbox players, which is a goddamn lie. The game didn't sell here, it didn't sell there. Hopefully it sells on Nintendo. Hopefully Nintendo steps up and give Crafton that money that Xbox was so desperately looking for with that shadow drop. Not saying that the game didn't have critical success with those people that actually paid for the game, played the game, but those people that were reviewing it loved it. But guess what? It didn't transcend or transfer over to capital gains. So listen, a title that Xbox probably didn't want, but they got, and then tried to give it its best light, they will always highlight the failures. A project that was not good that sold, right? Okay. So if you, wherever you stand when it comes to Hi-Fi Rush, I can stand on the side of truth. The game didn't sell. If you don't sell in this game, you're not going to make it, right? And that's pretty much it, honestly. So the business is making money and it didn't do it. So again, these articles are going to give you some type of trepidation for tomorrow when you are supposed to be excited, happy, and can't wait to see the titles that you know about. If you get something that is a surprise, that's extra. But articles like this telling you that Xbox needs to rely on the surprise is disingenuous at best and a trash article. Well, you know, on this channel, we're into sales. If you are into the gaming, I'm going to try to save you as much money as possible. So on the eve of the Developers Direct, Xbox has a Developer Direct sale. And a lot of these titles that I do see here is really, really good titles. So, all right, so the first Alan Wake, they got that at 70% discount. And, you know, that's $6. And Alan Wake's The American Nightmare is at 75% off, and that's $2.49. So if you're trying to catch up on early Xbox titles, I think Alan Wake is a great place for you to start. You can just jump inside there and kind of play it. It's a really good title. Blue Dragon, a title that I desperately want, a new Blue Dragon. They have the 67% on sale. That is $6.59. You can get that. Now, being that Fable is going to be announced tomorrow, you have Fable Anniversary, Fable 2, and Fable 3. And they're all 67% off with various pricing. Anniversary is $13. Fable 2 is $6, and Fable 3 is $6. Now they have Forza Horizon 5 at 50% off. That's $30. Forza Motorsport is 50% off. That's at $35. Now, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, that is 75% off, and that is $7.49. Jade Empire. If you've never played Jade Empire, I suggest you jump in right now at the low price of $3. Kind of good. Keeper just came out. It's a real good puzzler. It's a different by Double Fine, a different game by Double Fine. I happen to like it. I actually got to go back and finish it. It's not a long game at all. It's a really good game, but it's at 15% off, so it didn't reach that sweet price of 50% off. So I suggest you just hold back on that right now because that's $25. All right, Lost Odyssey, one of the best RPGs when it comes to Xbox. Definitely jump into that title. That title's at 67% off at $8, right? Ninja Gaiden 4 just came out, 30% off. I can recommend it as a good action title, but I would say, you know, go play that inside Game Pass until the price drops down to a price that you want to jump in and buy. I think 30% is not quite at that sweet spot of 50% that I like. So just kind of leave that there because they're still at $50 right now. So what we're trying to do is trying to get to that sweet spot of 75. Well, we got a 75 coming up right now. So we got a 75% at with Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. Both of those titles, Psychonauts 1 is at $3 and Psychonauts 2, which I think is a superior title, is at $15. A fantastic title. Now, one of the titles that I think that no Xbox person should be without, and I think is at this game needed a sequel. It was big budget. It was fantastic. If you play the complete game, and I have the complete game with all the cutscenes and everything, Quantum Break is probably the best title that is on this list, arguably, but is one of my titles that I love in Xbox, and I'm glad they made it. It's 75% off, and it's $10. So, and Senua Saga Hellblade 2, 75% off, $13. We have South of Midnight, and it didn't hit that sweet spot yet. It's at $30. It's 25% off. Remember, 50% is my sweet spot. That's why I think that should be at. Anything at 50% and above, I think it's a go. So I would say hold off on South of Midnight, play it inside Game Pass, and wait for that sweet spot to hit before you purchase. And State of Decay 2, so that must mean we're going to get some State of Decay information. Understand, if we look at the breadcrumbs here, State of Decay is at the highest at 80% off for $6. I think tomorrow that the next big title that we get a chance to see is State of Decay 3. When I was at the Xbox Direct, well, the Xbox Fan Fest community watch party. Aaron Greenberg and Jason Ronald was there with us. And the biggest reaction that we got, and if anybody saw my reaction, was Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced. And I was probably one of the loudest vocal people that was talking about it. You know, Hip Hop Gamer was there. Mr. Boomstick Excel was there. Hargi Kashani, staples in the Xbox community. Woggerman and such. But the reason why I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake on Xbox is because it's arguably the best version of the game. The best version of the game because, listen, what you get with the game is you get it, it's optimized for the Xbox ROG Ally, Xbox ROG Ally X. It's Xbox Play Anywhere, so it's available on PC and cloud, and it runs crazy good on the cloud. It's an essential JRPG for Xbox gamers. Now, it has the ability to have turn-based, have action. The game is a cinematic tour de force. If you played the original, you understand the original kind of bamboozled you. I was there for the original Final Fantasy VII launch, and I was bamboozled in the sense that the mock-up CGI cutscenes that they showed us gave us the impression that the game looked like that. It didn't. But years later, the game finally looks like how they intended it. So now you have January 22nd, where this title hits Xbox. And we look forward to having all three titles on Xbox. In this day and age, when third-party companies should act like third-party, we're getting back to what looks normal. This is a good day for Xbox. It's a good year for Xbox. It's the year of Xbox. And as an Xbox gamer, if your finances only allow you to game in this ecosystem, or your bandwidth only allows you to game in this ecosystem, or you choose only to game in this ecosystem, understand, I truly understand all three of those. But hopefully, if you haven't, you should. Give this game a try. Doesn't cost too much. It's at that sweet price where I say 50% off, kinda. But go check this out. Final Fantasy Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a Xbox tour de force. Now, this article is brought to you by Insider Gaming. If you are a patron of Insider Gaming, may I please invite you to try the Insider Gaming app, where Lords After Dark with myself and the rest of the Iron Lords have a show. That show drops once a week, and it is highly entertaining. It's very different from our normal show on Sundays, because this is Lords After Dark. And understand, what goes on at night stays in the night. Well, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is still coming to Xbox in 2026, a reliable insider has confirmed. Well, Xbox guys don't have to wait years in between releases of the Final Fantasy VII trilogy. What I heard was that Rebirth was the better of the two when it came to remake versus Rebirth. So for Xbox this year, Nate the Hate has gone on record and said, yes, it's something that he understands and knows that we'll try to achieve this year, and that there's a chance that we might get some new leaks about the title after Remake has hit the streets. I hope and pray that that happens in one gaming year, that we have two incredible RPGs, JRPGs, hit the Xbox console deck to give us Xbox guys something more to play to go along with the tons of titles that Xbox themselves are putting out. Where Xbox is third party and third parties acting like third party, Xbox first parties push the industry forward while third parties help keep us afloat. Shout out to Square Enix for waking up and smelling the roses. While other controllers stay at regular price, the Xbox Elite Series 2 Core Wireless Gaming Controller drops down to an all-time low price, while PlayStation DualSense stays at full price. This is brought to you by Brittany Vincent at Kotaku. Wow, Kotaku is going at PlayStation. It's time to get serious about your game time, and this controller is perfect thing to do. Now, what I'm going to tell you is I have the Elites. I don't have the Elite Core. And again, I tell you, take this with a grain of salt. If you're in the business of getting a high quality controller, then there's nothing best than Xbox Finest. So make sure that you go get this controller if that's what you choose to do. But the discount is substantial. At a $40 discount, this controller, console controller, this controller comes in at $110, down from its regular price of $150. It's on Amazon right now. The perfect controller for the hardcore Xbox player. There's so many different aspects to this controller. I want you to go check it out. I want you to go see if this controller fits your color scheme. I want to know how you feel about the controller. Is that the black and white color scheme? Mostly white, less black? Let me know if that works for you. Let me know in the comments if that color scheme works, or do you just want to go customize your own Elite 2 at the Customization Design Lab. If you have the ARM-based PC, Windows 11 devices now has the Xbox app in full, and you can enjoy even more gaming on your PC side. ARM-based Windows 11 devices have received the Xbox app in full, allowing them to enjoy Game Pass and more. Now, if you want to understand what is going on, very early on, ARM-based was limited with the Xbox app. Now, Prism, the emulator that runs x86 and x64 software on ARM, now supports AVX and AVX2, increasing compatibility for many modern games. Epic Anti-Cheat, EAC, support also enables fan favorites for games on ARM-based Windows 11 PC, including popular titles such as Gears of War Reloaded, Fortnite, and more. Windows Performance Fit offers guidance on which titles should play well on a given device based on its hardware capabilities, so players can feel confident in choosing what they want to do to download. The Windows and Xbox continue to collaborate across the gaming community, OEMs, Silicoms, innovators, and game studios to expand the catalog compatibility and deliver consistently great Windows PC gaming experience. Whether you're on a powerful desktop, an all-purpose built handheld, or ARM-based Windows 11 laptop, their focus remains to be improving compatibility, enhancing performance, and delivering experiences that makes it easy to jump in and play. With this update, more than 85% of Game Pass catalog is now compatible with these type of PCs. With support continue to grow as platform capabilities expand, for titles not yet running natively, players can jump in via xCloud, while the Game Pass Xbox team works with partners to broaden compatibility. Since its release, the Xbox app and Windows and Xbox insiders, they have been listening to the gaming community and they have fixed several of the problems. I don't have an ARM-based PC, but if you happen to have an ARM-based PC, I know this is good news for you. Let me know how this affects you. Let me know if you tried the app. Let me know how it performs, because if it's terrible, I want to give it all the smoke it deserves. In a title that I believe that is going to be one of hands down the best surprise titles of the year, Clockwork Revolution, its dev said it's the most ambitious title, probably by a factor of 10. It sounds like the RPG of my dreams, and probably yours too. Brandon Lowry published on Windows Central. Now, Microsoft and Xbox seems to be the Western third party to go to when it comes to RPGs. With Starfield, Avowed, Outer Worlds 2, Clockwork Revolution jumps in somewhere in between there. CEO Brian Fargo said it's the developers' wildest game yet, the studio's most ambitious title. In recent interviews, before explaining that his ultimate goal is to bring the level of reactivity from our isometric titles into something first person, the most recent of these is a critically acclaimed post-apocalyptic 2020 RPG Wasteland 3, the latest entry in the classic series that inspired Fallout. Fargo has touched on Clockwork Revolution extensive reactivity before, calling it the most complex game he's ever worked on. He expands on how it ties into InXile's design philosophies here, though the discussions why having the world change and react in response to your actions is so important for achieving that kind of roleplay experience that he knows that his team and himself can make. InXile is very much hands-on with reactivity. Role-playing games means I can play a role and actually affect the world around me. If all paths lead to the same outcome, the immersion breaks. You start to feel like you're just playing a game rather than living in one, he said. But when the world constantly is reacting and reflecting your choices, both in big ways and just importantly in the small ways, that's when immersion really hits. I tend to agree with him. I think that when a game allows you to craft the world how you do in your real life, if you're positive, then positive things happen. If you're negative, then negative things happen. If you give great, you receive great. I think those type of things should be scaled in video games. So again, I'm looking forward to InXile's Clockwork Revolution, and I believe that it will spawn a revolution in video games as far as Western RPGs go. While Xbox is showing you direct and have nothing but great, wonderful games, PlayStation is showing you a kind of subpar controller. They have an elite controller that is coming out, and well, it's not elite, it's just a regular controller, but it's $85 and might as well be an elite controller. But okay, cool. They put some little stickers, some little decals on it, and it's for Marathon. So if you're into Marathon is coming out. They also have a Pulse Elite headset that is also paired up with it, with some minor stickers and some stuff on it. Kind of just like half-ass efforts when it comes to giving you extra for your stuff. But PlayStation is trying their best. Marathon is coming in March, and I think that is their last push when it comes to live service games. I think they're going to try really hard with this title to try to make it successful. With a $40 price point, Marathon is giving all the effort. The game looks better. I can't lie. Right? I mean, as much as we talk crap about Sony on this channel, I do want to say I do want this to be successful based upon, if it's not, then they will recoil and they will fall back on smaller titles with samey assets, kind of like Ghost of Yode, and it will put a very big cramp in the freedom of expression over at PlayStation, where Xbox developers have total free reign when it comes to expressing their talents. PlayStation seems to be, the rope seems to be getting a little tight on them. So hopefully, here's the best. Hopefully it does something other than what Concord did, because I think Concord crippled them to the point that they had to bend the knee to TCL. And that in its own sense is kind of disgusting that PlayStation now has to play second fiddle to little brother. And it seems to be happening all across the boards. Well, I'm glad that they did work out a deal with Marvel for Spider-Man in the movies, but the digital distribution is still held by Netflix. And again, Netflix will be controlling Sony's digital distribution around the world. And we just want to see where this whole thing lies, where it really goes. My Xbox people, are you here? Can you dig it? We get a chance to see Forza Horizon 6, which is going to be the first one that's not on an Xbox One, and it's going to be on the series consoles, and I expect this title to look outrageous. With the world of Tokyo, Japan, and Japan in itself as big as it is, I want to see how we navigate through those streets. But Fable being front and center, Fable open world madness, looks great, looks fantastic. I cannot wait to see more intricacies with this title. With Beast of Reincarnation being there, they're acting like this is a first-party title, but they known to give new third-party titles first-party treatment that are launching in Game Pass, making that title an incredible title to see, much anticipated when it comes to the Xbox community. But I know you're all here for my predictions of what's going to be the one more thing. My prediction of the one more thing is a twofold thing. Now, I know you're going to say, but King, listen. The reason why I feel that State of Decay is going to be the one more thing, because State of Decay 2 went on sale for 80%. And that was the highest game on sale in the store. That means that I believe that they're trying to get you ready for State of Decay 3. So if they sell a lot of State of Decay 2, that will kind of incentivize and get individuals to think about State of Decay 3. And I honestly believe that State of Decay 3 will be front and center at this show. We haven't heard anything in front of State of Decay 3. That doesn't mean that it's launching this year, but quite possibly could, right? But I think we hear something on State of Decay 3. I believe State of Decay 3 deserves the shot. My fallback is Clockwork Revolution. But honestly, I think State of Decay 3 is what's going to be shown. Well, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, The King. I got to go on to my Patreon duties that I got to do with Dip Down and Anime. And we're doing Jujutsu Kaisen, finishing the first season, and I'm going to be going on to the next season or watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I cannot wait to see what Sukuna is up to next. But please, like, follow, subscribe, share it out. Let everybody else get a chance to have this wonderful fun that we have here together. And if you're a member, I got something incredible happening for you on Saturday. But this video went up early for you guys, and I hope you appreciate it. Let me know if you like that type of thing or if you like the premieres. Let me know what you think about it. But I want you to go where gamers game and winners win. And try to play the Game Pass.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Play it day one with Game Pass.